Go. There you go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dog Hugs.
Say
Hi, everyone.
Bobby, Atlas.
Hi, Addie.
You
Say
all.
hi. Me. I don't think there's a bee. I don't see any bees. I see a dog.
He's so cute.
Geraldine had a cookie.
I have a big cookie, actually. Would you like to see it?
Oh,
Now that is
look at that cookie.
If you want to demonstrate how something works, it always helps to have a large size.
yeah.
Because then you can actually show what's happening. So, hi, guys. I'm Geraldine. Larry is here,
Hello.
obviously. Robbie is here. And so is Addie. Atlas is Robbie's grandson, who is named after one of my dogs that I trained is named after. Atlas.
Let's get right into the yummy combs. Got a big giveaway, folks. You are joining us here on the show. And hello to Silvana.
Hi, Silvana.
And hi, Steve. Great to see you.
Hi, Steve. So this is a
Spider's
big yummy
king
comb.
had a big yummy comb, Geraldine.
I think I just teased him because I know he can see really well.
Make a comment and you're automatically entered in the show. You get a ball. Then we put the balls with your numbers into the Maytag. What are we calling it?
The Whirlpool Wheel-O-Rama.
It should
Oh
be
no, the
Ball-O-Rama.
Maytag Wheel-O-Rama. Something like that. Spinorama.
Robbie, does Atlas know how to say stop?
Can you say stop? Nope.
Nope.
Stop. How's that?
No
Okay,
stop.
here we go. And Spider goes in. He picks a number. Hopefully it would be your number. And if your number would be number 1, then you'd win our Yummy Combs prize.
Yay.
Yay!
Awesome, huh? So this is a really big yummy comb. It is, I had them print this to show you exactly how your pet's teeth slide into this delicious yummy comb as they chew on it to help scrape the tartar and the plaque, which off of their teeth, which I know that y'all don't brush your teeth their teeth as much as you should. It's not easy. It's not even easy brushing our own. It's especially not easy brushing a cat's, but we'll get into that later.
Yes.
I'll show you the scars. Anyway, so fun that we get to show you, demonstrate to you exactly the surface area, because shape does matter, the surface area on what a yummy comb looks like, large and in charge, so you can see just how well it scrapes the plaque and the tartar off your pet's teeth while they chew.
So it like goes between their teeth where they're chewing?
Yes. So as
Okay.
they chew, their teeth go down into these hexagonal shaped divots with a thin layer in between the two on either side, and it helps scrape that tartar and plaque off.
Oh, and you said before that you can eat one a day?
Dogs should eat one a day, and also they should be older than 6 months. They should be 6 months or older, just to be safe. That's a really great age to begin this type of treat.
Archie is counting down the days.
Here's
He'll
some,
be 6 months.
here's some reminiscing about Halloween with Yummy Combs, and we will be right back.
Puppy.
Jumping. Whoa, they look like bees. Are they bees?
All right, we're back. Well, total transparency, folks. We're waiting for our guest today, David Fry, the legendary TV host of NBC's National Dog Show on Thanksgiving Day. Apparently, his production meeting must be running late, but he's going to be with us any moment. Meanwhile, we want to show you a little bit about what goes on at the National Dog Show backstage. And Geraldine, you've been to the National Dog Show a number of times. I've never been to it. I've been to Westminster, both as a fan and as a reporter. But here, I've gotten a chance to work with David directly on the National Dog Show. And we're going to show you a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes there.
Oh, yes. This is really fun, actually. These are pictures I took in 2018 when I was lucky enough to work with John and work with David. You will see here, if you back up one, actually, see where David's making like little ears behind that dog's head?
Yeah.
That was an accident. David was actually holding his show collar with his hand and didn't realize he was making these little funny fingers behind his head. So we had to start the whole segment over.
That's funny. So now you're really behind the scenes. You know, we have a rule backstage on this show. You got to make a mistake on every show. They have the same rule at the National Dog Show.
So this was really fun and really funny. So thank you for backing up. Here they were just chatting about this new BCBG breed that was being introduced that year, as well as
BCBG is the.
Hang on, I always say it wrong. So give me just a second, because as I'm sitting here trying to help David sign in,
he's literally
trying to sign in right now. So
while you're doing that, Geraldine, I'll communicate. There's a breed that has long been a dog show favorite called the Petit Basset Griffon Vendéen.
Thank you.
Say it even better. And this is a variation on that breed that's now in the official dog show breeds. So, and then, of course, any dog is just a dog. So this is behind the scenes, getting a rare glimpse of what's going on.
And that was his name. That dog's name is. And it's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to forget it today.
Okay. All right.
He's from Toy Story. He's one of the names from Toy Story. And I just absolutely love this puppy. He's so sweet. I think he's 2. I hope to have the lady that you see handling him on our show soon. I've asked her to be a guest. So she's just lovely.
Let me move on a little bit. So here we are working with producers. There's, what we see on the air on a show is only about 1/10 of what goes on. And, here they are planning out a next segment.
They were actually being interviewed there by the Washington Post.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, that was the Washington Post reporter. So I got a chance to chat with her there.
And also fans or another interview?
These are fans. These were fans snapping some selfies and some pictures with them. That was just a blast. I absolutely loved the feedback that was received from everybody that stopped in to say hi. So, such a great time. So let me chat about, actually go to the next photo, Larry, and why don't you resend the link to David, because I really want to share, because David's having a hard time signing on. He says the link's not working. So will you try to email him the link one more time?
All righty.
And we also had John O'Hurley on the show before, and I will add the link into our Facebook page again.
Please do, because we're going to ask John to come back on again, probably either right before or right after the broadcast. It'll be fun to hear his feedback. And of course, we'll have David back on again. But this was a fun experience for me, because I've been to a lot of bench shows before. Obviously, I've even shown puppies and dogs at different shows has been one of the highlights of my life. But to actually be able to go backstage and take all these photos and share stories with all of these breeders So wonderful. And I hope that one day the breeder and the rescue groups can get along together, because without each other, I don't think we will be able to have healthy, happy dogs available to us forever without the proper guidance from both groups. So I'm hoping that one day they'll come together, which they're starting to do on these shows when they have some of the awards of the best in shows that are given to that are obviously allowed to have such publicity. There are only so many shows that are allowed to have such media coverage or have been granted such media coverage. So
It's
pretty amazing.
Really a pretty amazing adjustment, how much they've had to adjust. I mean, the magic of a show like the National Dog Show is what happens in what's called the benching area. This is where all the dogs are being prepped to come onto stage and do their thing. Now,
and they're so
there
beautiful.
Are only, out of the major dog shows in America, there are only 6 benched shows left, including the National Dog Show here. So the fact there's going to be some adjustments of how are they going to do benching, where the public can come and meet these amazing dogs. And no, you're not seeing a series of barber mirrors. These actually are all the same breed of dog, and including, there we go. See, the public can come right up and say hello.
And get a kiss on the cheek like I did from this sweetheart. Oh my goodness. And that picture, there were actually probably 5 or 6 more. I was only able to get the good side of so many at the time. And I didn't want to slight them. I mean, they're gorgeous animals. But yes, so lovely to be back there to be able to hang out with all those gorgeous, gorgeous pets. They're fantastic.
So here's a little bit more backstage. You see, even David Fry, just loves going back there, being a fan. And if you look closely, you could see him with Geraldine. But it's really quite a thing. You never know who you're going to run into backstage in the benching area.
That was a special type of a dog. That was I think it was a Canaan type of a collie. Huh. One I had never met before. What a fantastic breed. What a fantastic family that actually has helped nurture this breed. And we'll go more into that breed later. There are so many more pictures we want to get to. Of course, David is the center of many selfies. Yeah, or right. I should say he's the bookend to the dog in the middle. Bookends. So there he is, another bookend.
Yeah, he actually gets to hold somebody's champion dog and have a fan photo there. And then, I forget this handler's name, but this is a really famous handler.
He's an incredibly famous handler. I'm going to say his name wrong. I'm gonna look it up right now because I have notes on it. But I want to say his name is Roman. He is from Mexico. Oh, no, Gabriel. Yes. That's Gabriel. He's from Mexico. He has a brother that also is a handler, a famous handler. But he was handling this specific year. He was handling King, which you'll see a picture of shortly, who actually won Westminster in 2019. Best in Show. Now, not that actually. We'll get to that later.
Everybody wants to talk to David. Yeah, not only that, but you can even have your picture taken with David. Yeah.
Yes. So, now she was fixing his pin. He had his pins on his jacket wrong. I think she was telling him what he needed to do that day. I do love their cutouts. They did do some cutouts. So
yes, you can have your picture taken with David Fry. And David Fry is having his picture taken with David Fry.
And I have to tell you that
John Hurley right in the middle.
The tuxedo that John O'Hurley wears is beautiful. They had it custom made for him. It's just a gorgeous tuxedo. But listen up, that little costume he has on right there, he has had more fun in the last 2 years of owning that costume. I think he paid $35 for it or something.
Oh my gosh.
And he has in that beautiful tuxedo that he actually wears for the show.
Oh,
And that is
this is not John. This is a picture of John.
no, yeah, that's a picture
Oh
of John.
my gosh,
And
that's
John
hilarious.
is, and he's in that Dalmatian costume that he purchased somewhere for like literally $35.
That is wonderful. Oh,
So David is saying that he cannot get through. He's saying the site can't be reached. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a call quickly, if you don't mind. Why don't you minimize me? I'm going to jump on a call to him. There's King right there. That's Gabriel handles is his handler.
So backstage is.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Well, you know, Larry, what I've always wondered, and I don't know if you know, how do dogs, like, how do they get new breeds into these shows? I wonder.
That's a really important question. The AKC, meaning the American Kennel Club, and if you look closely on this groomer's apron, there's the AKC.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They're charged with maintaining the breed specifications. Now, when all this started in about 1875, developing a breed standard was something that was really important. You know, it was trying to develop the best of the best because it was the whole world of dogs was completely rogue at that point.
Okay.
And so they wanted to have real quality dogs. So the AKC, the American Kennel Club, was founded to develop breed standards, and they started a show right around the same time. The big one, the granddaddy of them all, being the Westminster Dog Show.
Okay.
And then at around the same time, the Philadelphia, the Kennel Club of Philadelphia, started up their show in 1879.
Wow.
And the Kennel Club of Philadelphia is the host of this show, the National Dog Show, that will be aired on NBC on Thanksgiving Day. And the show has been ongoing. This National Dog Show has been ongoing since 1879. And the only interruption has been during the Great Depression from 1928 to 1932. They stopped showing. Mm-hmm. And the Philadelphia Kennel Club helped to found the American Kennel Club. So they were right there at the start. And it traditionally now takes place right around Thanksgiving and sometimes on Thanksgiving. It's actually now on Thanksgiving with NBC Sports began televising it at the National Dog Show and brought David on to host it. So it airs. You'll see it on Thanksgiving right after NBC's coverage of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Really, you know, a 1-2 punch there. Now, there are so many things that are really cool. Truly, my favorite part of the show is going backstage and really meeting all these canine and human celebrities.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, so I don't know what the new breeds that are being introduced this year, but generally every year there are about 2 or 3 new breeds that are anointed by the AKC, by the American Kennel Club, and they've decided there are enough of these really good dogs of what's now called a breed. We're calling this a breed. You know, and it's really, and so there are enough quality dogs of that breed, a standard, to be able to have a competition. Because it's like, how do you measure? It's like, let's go back to this shot over here. You know, it's like they look identical to me.
I know.
You know? And yet, somebody who really, knows the breed is going to say, oh no, don't you see this dog here, blah, 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 and such and such. So it's really an amazing experience.
I would think so.
When I used to report on the Westminster Dog Show for AOL, the thing that I was particularly interested in, being a training guy,
Mm-hmm.
did they use positive training to get these dogs to perform? And the answer unequivocally is yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
And and what it brings to mind is that one of the benefits of positive dog training is it brings out a dog's personality. And at that elite level, the difference between grand prize and not even anywhere near the podium is that personality, because they all look brilliant. But is this dog performing right now? So
Wow.
Positive training will bring out that best of the best.
So I wonder, when these dogs aren't in the ring, are they home being dogs?
Yes.
Like ramming around the backyard and getting in mud.
I certainly hope some of them have a very demanding schedule, meaning that they're at a different show every week.
Oh,
And let's see, does Geraldine, do you have an update? I'm looking her in the green room. Do we have an update from David?
I hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. There you are. Now I can hear you. So I just got off the phone with David. He's having a hard time logging in. So he's going to have to move us to another day to join us for discussing the National Dog Show. But he's sad. Sorry. And we will fix it.
Well, that'll be wonderful. If you have some questions for the legendary David Fry, please type them right in the chat there. And we've got Scott Reagan joining in. Hi, Scott. David and John did a show, and attending was a fun experience.
Yes, David, my husband Scott actually flew in for the first formal evening or first formal event of the show, which was a fundraiser dinner, and it was fantastic. We will talk about that later for certain. And
it's amazing. At these shows, there are all these sidebar events. For example, at the Westminster Dog Show, one of the sidebar events is the Dog Writers Association of America Awards. Mm-hmm. And of course, being a dog writer, a dog author, I love attending those and seeing annually all, different dog writer pals. And two of my books have been honored at that event. Very, very proud of that. Just last year, the new Dog Tricks book was given their first ever Dog Enrichment Award. Yeah.
I remember
that. So wonderful.
Yeah, really honored with that.
It's a wonderful book, and dogs need enrichment. So there's no more fun way to enrich your pet than to teach them tricks.
And we were saying, Geraldine, while you were back in the green room, that positive dog training has such an impact on how a dog performs in the show ring. The difference between best in show and not getting anywhere near best in show.
Absolutely.
So micro thin, because they're all such amazing dogs. And what can bring out a performance in a dog is a positive life.
Definitely. I know that in my experience, especially even with the rescue dog that I have now, we adopted her at 3 months old.
Yeah.
She was handled so and it's not in a negative way, but the results were negative because the people that were handling her didn't realize what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's impacted her whole life. It still impacts her today. I'm able to rehabilitate about 95% of it, but there's a 5% little window there that's really hard to correct in certain breeds. And
True.
just to give you a hint, I always laugh when someone says, oh, they're such a great dog trainer, but they've only trained Aussies, or they've only trained Border Collies, or they've only trained a really sharp breed that are poodles, because those breeds learn a lot so quickly that does not take as much work. But you bring me a rehabbed Aussie and you show me how you've trained that, and then I'll believe that you're a really great trainer, if that makes sense. Because some breeds are so smart and so sharp on their own, they can pick up on things so quickly. This was hilarious. I'm over in the Great Dane area, and the lady who owns the Great Danes that are being showed during NDS, she crawls into the Great Dane's kennel to pull some things out and straighten it up. And the dog is like, what are you doing, mother?
That's my place.
That's my place. Get out.
How dare you?
And I'm sorry. I hope she doesn't crucify me for the booty shot. However, that is a hilarious picture.
Unidentified. This is to show that backstage, it ain't so glamorous. It's kind of like the iceberg principle. You only see the tip of the iceberg. You don't see everything that goes on. And what's amazing about these benched shows, going backstage, is to see just unfiltered what it's really like. Yes.
Absolutely. It is messy. Comment. It's hairy. There's hair flying all over the place. They're blow drying. They're
lovely comment from Sarah Smith. I love the dog show. Yeah. Well, we love you too, Sarah.
We love you, Sarah.
Yes. So I got to ask you here. This one here. Well, okay. First of all, there's that. Yeah, that's how glamour it is backstage, right?
At least they chose a designer diaper, right?
Okay. Yeah. This is where I meant to go. Is that a dog underneath there?
That is. So if you can see the nose and that little V of the hair that goes up from the eyes, and then the little braids, you can see how their hair has been. They've used the rubber bands to keep the hair together and straight. So yes, she's brushing her belly.
Sue, what is that?
No, that is actually. I believe that is I'm trying to think. It's the same breed that. Hold on, I'm going to find out. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. I think it's a Shih Tzu, but let me double check. I think it's a Shih Tzu. Okay. Now, with that being said, we're just going to say that's a Shih Tzu. So she was brushing the belly. She was brushing all the mats out of the belly to make sure it was perfect. And the dog was just laying there loving it. Oh, like worship me, mama.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm certain that is a Shih Tzu.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go past paper. Okay. Yeah. There we go. That's a new type of styling.
So what was happening there was I had asked her, after petting King, that gorgeous wire hair terrier that you saw earlier, after petting King and feeling all the product that was on his hair, I asked her how much product is on this dog's hair, and she proved to me how much by making a little point. So you think that girls wear a lot of hair product? You should feel the dogs that are before they go into the show ring.
Yeah.
Such a cute little face.
This Westie is the sweetest Westie. I just don't he should win one of these. He is the sweetest thing on the planet.
Well, there's a peek behind the scenes at the National Dog Show. We apologize that we couldn't quite get those technical things figured out with David, but we're excited to have him back with us soon if his schedule will accommodate. We know how busy he gets running up to showtime, but we're really hoping to hear from David to share with you folks about what it's like creating the National Dog Show during a national pandemic.
Mm-hmm. I loved all the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Now,
we're going to hear a lot about National Dog Show 2.0 soon.
Yes. And what's beyond. Is it still possible to get your dog's photo up in the National Dog Show virtual audience, or has that closed?
We'll let people know. We'll add it
we'll-
into
we'll let
the
you know.
comments.
Because they had this thing for a while. If you send your dog's photo and you pay some money, then your dog will be in the virtual set. And to put a little bug out there, we're thinking about doing that with dog hugs too. Yeah, because we've got this great studio.
Oh yeah, that would be so
We can
cute,
fill
wouldn't it?
it up with dogs.
So cute.
All
I
right.
love it. Well, we'll let you know because I'll look it up after we're finished. Absolutely, and we'll hopefully you all can still grab a photo of your pets on the cardboard cutout to have as an audience member, because there will be no audience members this year. So to cheer on the dogs that are in the ring will be all of our dogs smiling at them.
Yes. All right. So who's ready for a drawing for Yummy Combs?
Let's go for it.
Do we have any numbers here, Robbie? We've got Sarah Smith. I know Steve doesn't want to be in the show. Silvana is in Brazil.
Although we could still send a prize to whoever wins.
Yes.
Oh, true. Let me go through and give numbers. And if Steve ever wins, he can donate it to a shelter.
Well, that's great, Steve. And I'm going to be interviewing Steve this weekend. He is taking care. Let's put him back up there so you see who he is. Cowboy Steve Collier.
Hi, Steve.
And he's actually at the Perandi homestead taking care of all 13 Perandi dogs right now.
That's a lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs for one person. So we're going to interview him this weekend. We'll play the tape sometime next week. All right.
So we have three.
We have three.
Unless we want to add Scott into it, and he could donate to a shelter. See you, Geraldine.
We should.
All right. So then we've got 4.
All right. So we got ball number 1, ball number 2, number 4, and number 3. All right. Here we go. And let's hope yours wins. Going into the Maytag. What do we call it?
Wheel-o-rama.
Wheel-o-rama.
It should be Bowl-o-rama.
Yeah. Tumble it around. Yeah, that's making some better noise today.
I love it. And I love their new packaging. I love the Yummy Combs new packaging. It's awesome. You can see it. It's pretty nifty.
Boy, buddy.
I know. And my dogs are going to just kiss me when I get done here today, when I take all of these downstairs.
And they'll
Look
have
at this.
Yummy breath.
Yes, they will. I love the smoked smell. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, it's like Halloween for my dogs.
Buddy. Would you like to
Love. Stop!
Yeah, he was a little distracted before. Yeah. All right, go get one. Go get the winner. Pick the winner, and we'll get a Yummy Comb.
Nice.
All right, today's winner is number 4.
That would be
Congratulations, number 4. It's Scott, your husband.
Yes, so we will donate
It's
that.
rigged. This contest is rigged.
Yeah, because they're donating to a
Congratulations, Scott.
shelter.
You get to donate Yummy Combs. All right,
Yes.
Spider,
Dogs will
congratulations, you get your winner.
He is out of here. See that? He grabs it, he's out of there.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining on this chaos of a show. We really had a lot of fun.
We did.
And, let's see, shelter shout out today. You want to go?
I'm going to go with the senior shelter. I'm going to go with them all month.
Great, Muttville.
Yeah.
And I am jumping in on that one because Muttville sounds like an amazing place to go to for any senior dog or any dog. Muttville, thank you for all that you do.
Yeah.
Amen. Great.
We love San Francisco and all they do for pets. They're an amazing community, pet community.
True that. Yeah. Muttville in San Francisco. They specialize in adopting out senior dogs. All right. Well, as you know, folks, this show is all about gratitude, and we're so grateful to be with you. I'm grateful for David Fry. Um, he made this show a lot of fun, even though it was total chaos. And I'm so glad that he could be part of it in some way.
Absolutely. And I'm going to double that. I'm sure Robbie will probably triple that. David has been able to help invent Dog. We're so grateful for all the strides he has made. And he and John O'Hurley have made together to really bring the show dog into your home, and it sits on your couch or in its bed.
I'm grateful for the behind the scenes because that was really interesting. I didn't really know what went on behind the scenes at the dog show, so I appreciate seeing that.
And guess what? When we have David on next week, when he's available, we will share even more because I have more photos.
Aw, that's nice. All right. Well, we're just going to leave you with a fun fact going out, reminding you that the National Dog Show is on Thanksgiving Day. And so with that, we're going to sign off with that fun fact. Cheers, all.